and welcome to Crafting with Jane. Today we're going to have a go at doing some backgrounds using a gel print. What's they actually call it? A media plate gel. They're basically just like acrylic circle things. You can get them all over the place, various different makes. These ones I got from John next door, and I've had them quite a while. I don't use them a lot because I've had varying amounts of success. However, I've bought VersaFine Clair ink, and I think that that will make a big difference. So we are going to, I'm using a Speedball, which is a soft roller, because I find that that, in my opinion, works better. And I just need on the side just some scrap paper, so I'm just getting a pile of scrap paper that I can put on the side, and then I can just take roll it out on the side there. So let me just take my scissors out of the way. I don't really need those at the moment. Okay, so I'm going to start off with VersaFine Clair Glamorous, which is a red, and I'm hoping that that's going to be quite nice. So I need to roll my brayer, and I'm only going to do it a little bit because I don't really want to have the whole lot on there, and I just need to sort of gently roll it across like that. Now you can see the difference straight away. There's no sort of bobbling on there, so I'm just doing that on there, and you can see it's quite interesting. I've been using, as you know, water-based inks because I didn't have too many of the others, and the difference it makes is quite extraordinary actually. I'm quite sort of pleased about that. Now I might do, I've got a little bit of purple here, I might just sponge some purple just round the sides, I think. What am I going to do that with? Have I got anything to sponge it with? I've got some cut and dry foam. I don't think that'll probably work. I think I need a sort of, I'm going to use one of my sponge daubers. I've got some sort of spare ones that I don't use, and I'm going to use one of those, and I will probably wash it out afterwards because I tend to use those for water-based. But there's one that I haven't used for anything much. I might have actually used it for white at one time, but put that in there for a minute. So I'm just going to take this, which is the blue, and I'm hoping, yes it will, look at that. So I can get that to go round the outside. I don't want it to go sort of everywhere, but I'm just sort of playing around with that and see what that will work out like. That's starting to sort of bobble out a little bit, but hopefully it'll be all right. And then I want to put some brusho in on here. Now I want to do some of the red sparkly bits, but I want to do them in with a fan brush and a little bit of water. So let's put some water in on, oops, I'm going to run out of room. Let's put some water in on one of these, like that. And I'm going to take the red, do I want the red or the yellow? The yellow, I think, in on the brusho, because that should give me some nice sort of sparkly bits in there. I've also got some of the luscious that are coming as well, but that will be fine. So I'm just going to put some of the brusho in on here, take that onto my fan brush, and then do some dots. Oh yes, that's looking quite good. Just drop those in over the top, because that should give it some just some sort of bright looking on there. Now let's try that and see what sort of background that's going to come out. I've just got some ordinary sort of white cardstock, and I haven't, I should have marked it so I know I can get it in on the center, which I haven't, so it's probably not going to be centered, so I might have to cut it down a bit, but we'll see. So I'm just going to rub that in over the top and around the edge. Let's see. Oh my goodness, look at that. Well, that's quite extraordinary, isn't it? I really quite like that. Oh, okay, so let's do another one. I think I need a little bit more, maybe just a splosh of water on there, I think, to just move it around a bit. Now this time, let's do it with the Fantasia, which is a purpley colour. So let's just do, and again I'm only doing a little side because I don't need a huge amount, and I'm just going to, aha, now that's interesting, because it's pigment it won't work on there, will it? Of course it won't. So I need to just clean this off first, so when it's got water on it it's not going to work. So let me just put this back on here, because pigment ink will not work on, and let's put it on here. There we go, that's fine. So you can't put water, obviously it's pigment ink is like oil based, so you can't put that on there. So I'm going to have the purple on there and just have it as purple. Then I'm going to put the brusho, let's have some red, I think, or maybe orange. I think red this time. So I'm going to put that in on here. I need to clean my brush fairly quickly, and I think we need to do it relatively quickly. So I'm going to add this in onto the the yellow that I had, because I think that will, so I've just added that on there. I'm going to add some water to that. Then I'm going to take this brush again, and I'm just going to splat that across. Some little ones and some bigger ones, like that. That to one side, and that will be the other one, and then I will come back and do, let's put that in about there, hopefully that's about right. Give it a good old rub down. And then we'll peel that off and see what we've got on there. Look at that. That's extraordinary, isn't it? I really like that. You get all sorts of little spray blobby bits on there, which I think are really pretty. I don't know which one I prefer, actually. I think either of them will work really nicely. I think that's quite nice. Now, can I do one with different colours? I might be able to. So before I've finished it all, I'm just going to, and I'm going to turn it over, because then I can give it a going over. I'm going to try and blend a couple of colours. So let's do one last one. So we'll have a bit of purple in on that side, like that. And a bit of the red, although I've got green, haven't I? I know I've got green. I'm sure I got green. Did I get green? Maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't. No, I didn't. I was thinking of getting green, but I don't think I did. I might have it. I can't quite remember at the moment, and I don't want to be racing too much. So I'm going to get some red in on that side, and then we'll hopefully get that, turn it round a bit so I can get that in on that side. And then I'm going to just blend it in a bit. So I've got the two, almost like a sunset coming, hopefully. Hopefully, I think that that will be fine. Oh, don't want to get that on there. And then I need to do the brusho bit again. And again, I'm going to use the yellow. I quite like the yellow. I think the yellow works quite well. So I'm just going to take some yellow and I'm going to put it in on this side, which has got quite a bit of the luscious in, and so it'll be interesting to see how that works together. Oh yes, if you look at that, that's got some of the luscious powder in there, so it's going to be a sort of an orangey glow in there, I think, and hopefully that will just come in. Whoops, not very good at splattering it in the right. You have to do it lower than you want it. Quite like doing this with this. To just pull it up. We'll see what that turns out like. I'm going to have one more piece of card like this. It's a slightly different card, so it might not work quite as well, but we'll see. You can see it's a thinner card, so it's coming through. But these are all experiments just to sort of give me an idea, and also you, of what you need to use. Yeah, I see that's a beautiful one as well, with the two colours. That paper's not as good. You can see there's more sort of texture parts in there, which I don't like as much. That's a thicker card. And I think that's probably my favourite. Or I do like that. It's sort of moon-like, isn't it? So that's all I'm going to do on this. I will come back with another video and we're going to make some pretty cards using this. And hopefully it will turn out as nicely. But we've now got 3 different backgrounds, which I think look quite nice. I do like that one with the sort of the pinky one. That comes out quite nicely. It doesn't come out red at all, does it? That would look quite nice, I think, with maybe the orange on it. So anyway, hope you enjoyed that. As always, please stay safe and well. Please be kind, and look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye-bye.